Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take care of some squealy brakes, just like Squealy Dan. Anyways, brake pads have become contaminated. They're glazed over. So I'm going to show you a quick procedure how to get your braking power back and silence those really loud, obnoxious, squealing brakes. Anyway, stick with me. Let's get into it. In order to do this job, you're going to want to get some sandpaper, about 100-120 grit. Some drywall or sandpaper is real good for keeping the dust and particulates out of going back into your pads. Some isopropyl rubbing alcohol and some rubber gloves. As you can see here, these brake pads are glazed. As you can see, the shiny surface on them. We're going to remove the shiny surface and get them back to the way they should be operating. Okay, we're going to take our brake pads and we're just on a flat surface with our semi-permeable with our drywallers sandpaper. You can use regular sandpaper too, but this it's kind of, I don't know, like netting or whatever, so the dust is going to fall through the sandpaper on this. I picked it up. It's $2.50 at the hardware store, but I ended up using it today. So we're going to get the shiny surface off of the brake pad to get it back to new. And the way that I do that is I just do figure eights. So, see, it doesn't take a lot. See, already we're pretty much done. We got that shiny surface off. We got back to the color it's supposed to be. Gets that dark color off of it and gets it back to the original color of the brake pad. And that's just removing contaminants from the brake pads. So the reason why these brake pads got glazed was they weren't bed in properly, which is my fault, of course. I mean, you know, we're all going to do it at one point or another. So we'll just recondition this pad and go right on to the next one. If the rotor gets too hot, it bakes the brake pad material, and then you don't get very good stopping. You'll pull the lever, but it won't really be doing what it's supposed to be doing, or it definitely won't be braking as well as it should. Now we're going to clean both sides of the rotor, so this side right here and underneath. We're just going to get the material that was deposited previously with the glazed brake pads off of the rotor, and then we're going to clean it with some isopropyl alcohol. But first, we'll use a little bit of sandpaper to just gently remove any of the contaminants that are on that rotor so we can start new. So we're going to just take our sandpaper on very lightly. Get some of that residue off of the rotor so we can remate our brake pads to the rotor surface. Now I'm doing the underside of the rotor. You can take the rotor off if you want to, but I'm not going to. Now we're going to take a rag, isopropyl alcohol, wet the rag, clean off both sides of the rotor. So we're doing this. This will get rid of the brake squeal noise, and also it'll give you a lot better braking if your rotors are not glazed. Might as well use what you got. Now, you want your brakes to work well, because we all need to be able to stop on our mountain bikes. Now we're going to do what is known as the bedding in process. What we're doing here is we're getting the bike up to 10 to 15 miles an hour, and then we're coming to an almost complete stop quickly. Never let your brake pad just sit on the rotor until after you've completed this. We bed in our brakes to transfer material from the brake pads to the surface of the rotor. We do this so that way we can get the most power out of our brakes. Well, what you're going to do is you're going to continue the process of bedding in your brakes. maybe 15 or 20 times until your brakes start to feel kind of snappy. Then you're good to go. Just make sure that you never come to a complete stop. Always have those wheels rolling just a little bit when you're doing your bed-in process, because you don't want to leave any heavy material deposits in any one area on that rotor. So yeah, we're going to get rid of that squeak. It's pretty easy. I think anybody can do this for the most part. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Go out, ride that bike. We'll see you next time.